What's good, guys? Welcome to another Be Like Mike marketing interview. We got Josh here today. You want to introduce yourself, bro?
Yo, what's up? It's Josh. I go to tech. Trying to start my business and
Yeah. What type of business you trying to start?
trying to start a clothing brand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know like the type of audience you're gonna be going after with that?
Yes, I'm not really so sure. I don't really know like the audience and like my crowd yet.
Oh,
So
okay. So
that's some.
tell me a little bit more about the clothing brand, so I can try to help you target right.
Okay, so it's gonna be like a streetwear type shit and like
Streetwear. Okay.
yeah, but like so it's the name is self control and has like a meaning behind it. So it's like it helps like against your addiction. Like when you wear, it, you should feel like empowered to go against addiction and shit like that.
Oh, I like
So,
that. Okay.
but yeah, it's
So
gonna
is
be
it?
yeah,
Nah, finish what you saying.
yes, but it's gonna be spelled like CLFCTRL. So like trying to be like different and see how that shit
Mm.
pans out.
What made you want to do it?
I mean, I've always wanted to like start a brand and express myself, and I felt like this was a way I could do that to show people the type of shit I be on and like
Oh,
what I
okay.
wear. Yeah,
Well, there's two ways you can go about it. The first way I'm gonna give you is like the honest way that you should really do it. So it's
yeah,
a streetwear, So first of all, I would try to get to like these clothing markets, like people that we have like clothing shows, stuff like
yeah,
that. Try to get your name out there, like go to these clothing events, stuff like
yeah.
that. Like mix with people who are also doing the same thing you're doing, so they can
Hmm.
also tell you like how to do it. Like I promise you, this is the best, the easiest way to get your name out there and get more people to
Hmm.
like mess with your clothing, if that makes sense. So
Yeah,
when you go to these events, you would pay like I think it's like 100, 150 sometimes. Like they're not even too
yeah.
expensive to just set up, and then people like foot traffic. People just see your brand like, oh, I like it. Can you tell me more about it? And then like from there, you just elaborate what your business is about. You got a logo for it?
Yeah, so right now I'm trying to build a logo. That's actually what we're working on right now. Then after the logo, we're trying to like hit the website, start with like photo shoots to put on the website and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah.
So when you're doing photo shoots, like, is it gonna be like people like that wearing like the clothing, or is it gonna be like just like off of Google?
So like not people I'm not trying to give it to like my friends.
Okay,
Like
so you're not
I'm
selling to
trying,
friends.
yeah, I don't want that to be like my first point like of customers. Like I want it to be like different
Mm,
people
I
to
like
know if
that.
like people like genuinely like it. If I give it to a friend, they might just get it just cause it's me. And
Which is
so
true.
yeah,
But you always got to
yeah,
keep in mind that people are never gonna like whatever you like. They could be like out of 10 people, five can like it, five might not like it. But like
that's true.
that's
Yeah,
cool because like it's what you want it to stand for, not what they want. If that makes sense, it's your clothing brand, so
yeah,
like you give it what you talking about. So with
that's it.
people are not gonna mess with you. First of all, I would never advise for you to sell to your friends. They can know about it if they want to support you. Go ahead and support. But
Yeah,
like you're not doing it for your friends again. Like you're doing it for yourself and
exactly.
like trying to spread a meaning out there to other people. So don't
Yeah,
ever think about like, oh, I don't want to sell it to my friends. You can just tell them about it. Not everybody's gonna
type
support it
it.
though. But
Mm.
what's another question you got for like with this clothing brand that you're trying to do?
So like a question I had was how much like you think I'll need to like start up to start, like to get it pushing, like get it going and shit.
All right. So this is what I would advise you to do. Normally, it's you don't gotta put too much money into it. Like it's not really something you
Yeah,
gotta overthink. So the main things you really need right now, you just
yeah,
need your actual merch, like your clothing, and you
yeah,
need you need a model to wear it and a photo
mm,
shoot. That's like just like make it different because a lot of people just are like they just take the clothing, right? They just throw it on
mhm,
Instagram and be like, oh, this is
yeah,
what's coming out, which is cool, but a lot of people aren't like doing the
type
modeling
shit.
thing where like someone's modeling their outfit, stuff like that, which I do understand. Sometimes people say like, oh, you don't have to do that for streetwear, but
Hmm.
I don't think it matters. Like, I want people to know, like, oh, I want people wearing my clothing. I want you to see, like, oh, other people is also wearing it. I paid models to, like, do it. Like, I'm investing into my business.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
it's good to go that route. And you can find, like, college students, like, just walk up to some like, pretty girl and be like, hey, you
yeah,
really cute. Like, stuff like that. Like, I want you to model for my brand. They'll be down.
yeah,
Stuff like
yeah.
that. And then you
That's
just,
yeah. that's what I was like thinking, like just going to like a random people, like cute
Mm-hmm.
people, like people that I feel like will fit the persona
The
of the
brand,
brand, like
exactly, exactly,
something
just
like
like
that.
that. Like people are
I
always
mean,
down to take pictures.
yeah, I mean, I was gonna show it to like eventually. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna show it to like friends, but like friends were more like after I got this shit going. Like I'll tell them about it, like my close friends and shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. But like after, like other people can then find out about it, more.
Yeah, I would
But
do
yeah,
that, and also for the budgeting thing, it's
yeah,
whatever you can really put in. Like if you really can, if you could spend, if you could put like $500 aside for all your merch you
yeah,
gotta buy, maybe like you want to sell like 20 to start. You buy all
yeah.
that, and then you wait till you sell out, and then move to the next thing. You could do it like that, but
Mm,
you don't gotta like overly like break your
yeah,
pockets for this, you know.
like a gradual process type shit.
Yeah, it's a gradual
Yeah,
thing, and like you got to be active on Instagram. Like you can't release a clothing brand and not be active on Instagram. Now people got to know, like people got to know you're alive, like you're doing stuff out there to like bring them new
right.
content, new things, like to keep it
Yeah,
going, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's what you got to like also focus on. And sometimes it's really hard to like stay on social media or to keep up with it because it's a fast
yeah.
tempo thing. Like it moves fast, and people's attention spans are really short. Once they see your thing and it's gone, like it's kind of it until like they see it again, you know. So
Yeah, it's
you
got to
just
be
want to,
active with that.
yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta like keep bringing your name out there, and then once you do all of that, everything else just kind of like falls in line. Because the next person
Mm,
that sees you, they'll be like, "Oh, I really like what this is about." Purchase it because they always see you active. Now you're getting supporters. Now you're getting followers. But like I said, like I would also still go for friends, but not to buy,
yeah,
but to support. Because these are the people that's gonna repost your stuff.
that's true. That is true.
These are
Yeah,
the people that's gonna be like, oh, he's always posting me. I'm a post his stuff too because I mess with him. I
yeah,
like what he's doing. They post it.
yeah.
Somebody else sees it. Oh, I like what this is. They go follow you. It's like that
Mm,
continuous cycle of like just that Instagram or social media. That's how the cycle is. They like repost, and then that's how
yeah.
people find out about other stuff. So you want to make sure like you do have like people like supporting you and being like around the like-minded people as well, doing the same thing.
Mm,
So it's all working together. If that makes sense.
yeah.
So what other question you got?
So yeah, so you said like being active on Instagram. Like, what do you mean exactly by that? Like posting about it? Like I'm dropping it like pre-sales or like what exactly?
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. You know, people like process. They like
Mm,
things that are going through processes. So let's say when you're gonna go pick up the clothes, you could take a quick picture, you know, of the place where you're going to, or when you're
yeah.
designing the clothes or designing the logo, show it
Mm,
in the works. You know, show that you're doing something to like bring something out. Be like, oh, what is he doing? Like, you know that
yeah, keep it serious. Yeah.
yeah, like that mysterious thing, like, oh, what is he doing? Like, people are looking, you're on the computer, you're taking pictures, like,
Hmm.
of the clothing that you're doing, and, like, stuff like that. Just simple things, not too much. And also, like,
Mm,
if you find other things that you, like or support, you could also post that. Like, DM them, message them, be in their comments, be like, oh, I really like what you're doing, support them. They
mm,
like what you're doing, they follow you, you know, just like that. Information just starts sharing around, like, other people start knowing about your business as well. That's
mm.
why I'm really heavy on Instagram. It's not so much on Twitter. Like I do prefer Twitter, but I feel like it's really hard to really develop something on
Yeah,
Twitter nowadays.
yeah, Twitter's a bit more complicated. It's like
It is.
longer. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Or you could do TikTok, you know? TikTok things blow up a
Yeah.
lot. So, you know,
That's like
just
that was like my point of focus, like TikTok and Instagram, because TikTok is like if you have like the right content and like people actually
mhm.
fuck with your shit, like you're finna get like views and
And you know what's
yeah,
really good on TikTok? Like people really like that process thing on TikTok. So let's say you was actually producing these clothes at your house, like you get that little heat press machine, like you show yourself doing everything, and then these
yeah,
videos are like series over time, like you
mhm,
package it and sending orders out. People eat
yeah,
that up. They eat that up. Like stuff like that will take you really far. And like now, you're reducing costs as well because you're printing all your own clothes. So all you're doing is just
yeah,
looking for like the actual like t-shirts or jackets or whatever you're using and just printing them all and just sending them
mhm,
out. That takes you really far as well. So people like that
true.
process, that grind, you know? Everybody likes
Yeah,
the grind, like seeing like something change, a motion move, something like that. So if you do it like that, that will take you far as well.
that's true. So my thing is the next question like I had was so like with the brand, like I had like a friend, he was like we should like start up like anonymous. like give it to like specific people to like highly like influencers to like promote this shit, but like they don't know who's behind the brand till like we get to like a certain level. Then we like reveal who's like the main people in charge of the brand. And I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea, but at the same time, it's like that is pretty unique,
You
but it might be
know,
hard to, yeah.
I like that idea. Like, there's always this one thing like somebody told me that I really like when they explain
Mhm.
brands. He's like, if you notice every brand, they have something that sets them apart from every other brand. If that makes sense to
Yeah.
you, like
Mhm.
it could be like the smallest little details. Like it could be like a little pocket right here. It could be like something like, okay,
Mhm.
off white. Off, you know, when you see
Yeah.
off white, you know it's off white already. When you see Louis Vuitton, you
Facts. Yeah.
automatically know it's Louis. So like, they have this.
Mhm.
There's just little things that they do that sets them apart from every other brand. And once you do
Yeah.
that, I feel like you're really setting yourself apart from every other brand. So that anonymous thing could be like something where like that sets you apart, where everybody's like, "Oh, who owns it? We don't know who owns it." Like stuff like that. It's very anonymous.
Yeah.
I know other people that have brands where like they don't tag people. If you wear their clothes, they don't tag you. You just wear it like thank you, but like
Yeah.
they're not gonna tag you or
Anything.
they don't follow
Yeah.
anybody. Something that sets them different. So
Mhm.
that's a very good point and like of something that I would encourage you to honestly do because it works.
Okay.
Like you don't want to be like every other brand if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I was telling him like, yeah, at the same time, it might be tough to like pull off, but like if we
Mm-hmm.
did pull it off, like that would be pretty cool to
It'll be
do.
sick. Yeah.
Like
You said 11 months from now, so I got a lot of time to like to preparate for
prep
like
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
prep for all that work because it's honestly a long process. Like I'm not gonna lie,
Mhm.
but with the work done, with the right work done. Sorry, let me rephrase that. If you do the right
The right
work,
one.
like it'll take you very far. And I can even send you. There's this checklist I have for every brand. Somebody sent it to me to like if I fill out that checklist, I know what age
Mhm.
range I'm going after. Am I going after male or
Yeah.
female? Like if you follow that checklist all the way down and like you know what you're doing, like you'll be
Mhm.
golden. Because a lot of people just bring out a brand without like doing all those demographics and like targeting the correct
Yeah.
way.
That's
So
the thing with yeah.
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 So once you figure stuff like that out, like you're honestly gonna be okay. You're gonna be set. So that's something you want to do,
Mhm.
and I'll send that list to you so you can check it out and like fill it out as you go as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only thing. Like trying to like find out our audience and like who we're targeting. You know, because I don't really know who is like specifically like what age,
Mm-hmm.
like body size, stuff like that. Like, so that's gonna be hard.
Well,
Because I'm trying to make so I'm trying to make like the clothes like all large. Like if you're small, you wear like a medium. If you're
so like
medium,
an
like you're like a
oversized
large.
fit.
Yeah, like oversized fit,
Okay.
and see how that works. So yeah,
Nah, that's
so
that's dope. Yeah, that's good. But
yeah,
you gotta also think like all this stuff they don't come like in a day. This is stuff that you gotta
mhm,
sit, look at the wall for hours, and like come up with. And
yeah,
as it's coming up, then you start writing them down because when I did it myself, I'm not gonna lie to you, it took me like 4 weeks to do the whole
4 weeks.
thing. Yeah, because I had to come up
So
with a name, a logo, like like
that's a
different
lot of
things, like
stuff.
yeah, like different stuff. And like I was really
Hmm.
thinking I could do it in like a day. But honestly, it's just something
It is
you
coming.
don't want to rush. Yeah, you don't want to rush into it. You want to take your time with it and like look through everything and know who you're actually really targeting. Because if you know who you're really targeting, then like you already have your audience. And like once you get an
Mhm.
audience, you can't lose your audience unless look you get
Yeah,
canceled. But yeah, you really can't lose your
yeah. I
audience.
mean,
Appreciate you,
yeah.
Josh, for joining. Be like Mike
Appreciate it.
Marketing.
Instagram is King J underscore SG. Twitter Joshua Advancy underscore. So just hit me up on that
All right,
for
bet.
sure.
Appreciate you guys again. See you next time. All
Appreciate
right, bro.
it.